Hello, welcome to our independent Bible study together. We're reading the Bible in a year. We're doing it from independent Bible study together, and you can get the app on your phone and you can manage the Bible reading plan to 1 year to start on January 3rd, which is when we started. Today's is day 7 of 365. We've completed a week. And this upload is January 9th, 2026. This is Lucy. Lucy's having she needs her emotional support person, and that's me. So I'm going to hang on to her until she wants down. Yesterday's reading left us with life after the flood. Noah's 3 sons and their descendants are dispersing throughout the world. One of Noah's sons, Japheth, migrates and his descendants become the Celtic peoples, Germanic, and Ashkenazic peoples of Europe. I mention that because I'm interested in that. I'm Celtic. But after this event and another dispersion, the Tower of Babel, which we're going to be reading about today, Torah focuses on the descendants of Shem, who are the Hebrews, the lineage of Abraham, and who will become the Jewish peoples, the Israelites. You ready to get down or you want to stay? If you're interested in your culture's migration, it is available from various sources, and they are well-researched sources, genetically and anthropologically. Okay, she's ready to get down. If you are interested in your people's migration, if you let me know the heritage in the comments, I'll suggest videos also in the comments and with provable migration patterns. Today, we're starting in Genesis chapter 10, verse 31, which is where we left off yesterday. We'll read through chapter 12, verse 20. And I'm quoting here from Rashi, which is in, and I'll open this up to make sure I don't get lost. He is a Jewish sage, and I'll do a little bio of him down in the description. And I'm reading from his commentary from the Torah. So we are 340 years after the flood. Noah and his children are still alive, and Abraham is 48 years old. All the families were still concentrated in present-day Iraq. We'll read that as Chaldea, but it's present-day Iraq. And they all spoke one language, the Holy Tongue, Hebrew, the language with which God spoke creation into existence. All the ingredients for greatness were present. The nations were united. They were in a central location. They spoke the Holy Tongue. And if they desired guidance in achieving holiness, they had Noah, Shem, and Abraham among them. Instead, as happens so often in human history, they chose to ignore their spiritual advantages and turn to their opportunities for self-aggrandizement and power. It seems ludicrous that people who had first-hand evidence of the flood could have found grounds to rationalize a way of bypassing God's control of events. But such is man's capacity for self-deception that he can negate reality and build substance around a vacuum. I think I see evidence of that today all the time. From every government, head of nation, all powers do this. It does seem ludicrous, but a millennia of history proves that we do it on repeat. So let's read. We'll also be reading from Matthew chapter 1, verses 1 through 17, 1 Chronicles chapter 1, verses 24 through 27, and Luke chapter 3, verses 23 through 38. So let's read. And I'm reading from the English Standard Version. And I do not place, at least I try not, I make mistakes. I do not place anything on top of the Torah. So, Genesis chapter 10, verse 31. We're starting at verse 31. And we're going to chapter 12, verse 20. These are the sons of Shem. Now remember that Shem, from yesterday's Bible study, is one of the sons of Noah. Japheth, Ham, and Shem. Ham is the one that was involved in the scandal with Noah. So now we're reading the sons of Shem. By their clans, their languages, their lands, and their nations. These are the clans of the sons of Noah, according to their genealogies, in their nations, and from these nations spread abroad on the earth after the flood. And from these nations spread abroad on the earth after the flood. So we talked about that yesterday. Everyone alive today is a descendant of one of the three sons of Noah. The Tower of Babel, chapter 11. Now the whole earth had one language and the same words. And as people migrated from the east, they found a plain in the land of Shinar and settled there. And they said to one another, "Come, let us make bricks and burn them thoroughly." And they had brick for stone, and bitumen and mortar. Then they said, "Come, let us build ourselves a city and a tower with its top in the heavens, and let us make a name for ourselves, lest we be dispersed over the face of the whole earth." I want to go back to that, burn the bricks thoroughly. My husband and I went to Egypt. We were there very recently, and this 2025 anyway. And burning bricks thoroughly doesn't mean they turned them into some superpower crystal to summon the extraterrestrials. It just means to make them very hard with no air and make them better and long-lasting building material. So I'm picking back up in chapter 11, verse 5. And the Lord came down to see the city and the tower, which the children of man had built. And the Lord said, "Behold, they are one people, and they have all one language. And this is only the beginning of what they will do." And what they will do, not necessarily what they can do. And nothing that they propose to do will now be impossible for them. Come, let us go down, and there confuse their language. I will address the plural that is sometimes used when God is speaking. And so if you have questions, write them down, but I might address them when I'm reading from the Torah commentary. And if not, put your question in the comments and I'll try to get you an answer. So come, let us go down and there confuse their language so that they may not understand one another's speech. So the Lord dispersed them from there over the face of the earth, and they left off building the city. Therefore, its name was called Babel, because there the Lord confused the language of all the earth. And from yesterday, we talked about Peleg was called Peleg because he divided. And this is part of the reason why he's called that. It is in his generation that the peoples are divided, because there they confused the language of all the earth. And from there, the Lord dispersed them over the face of the earth. And from this point, the focus will be on the Hebrews, on the descendants of Shem. And that is what the Bible is all about. It is about the tribe of the Jews, the Hebrews, who become the Jews, and ultimately the Jewish Messiah, Jesus. Verse 10, Shem's descendants. These are the generations of Shem. When Shem was 100 years old, he fathered Arpachshad, 2 years after the flood. And Shem lived after he fathered Arpachshad 500 years and had other sons and daughters. When Arpachshad had lived 35 years, he fathered Shelah. And Arpachshad lived after he fathered Shelah 400 years and had other sons and daughters. When Shelah had lived 30 years, he fathered Eber. And Shelah lived after he fathered Eber 403 years and had other sons and daughters. When Eber had lived 34 years, he fathered Peleg. And Eber lived after he fathered Peleg 430 years and had other sons and daughters. When Peleg had lived 30 years, he fathered Reu, and Peleg lived after he fathered Reu 209 years and had other sons and daughters. This is another division that is attributable to Peleg, that his lifespan was cut in half, and all those after that were pretty much half of what it had been. When Reu had lived 32 years, he fathered Serug. And Reu lived after he fathered Serug 207 years and had other sons and daughters. When Serug had lived 30 years, he fathered Nahor. And Serug lived after he fathered Nahor 200 years and had other sons and daughters. When Nahor had lived 29 years, he fathered Terah. And Nahor lived after he fathered Terah 119 years and had other sons and daughters. When Terah had lived 70 years, he fathered Abram, Nahor, and Haran. Now Abram becomes Abraham, and most of us know the story of Abraham, so this lineage is now starting to coalesce into something we all know. Now these are the generations of Terah. Terah fathered Abram, Nahor, and Haran. And Haran fathered Lot. Haran died in the presence of his father Terah in the land of his kindred, in of the Chaldeans. This is modern-day Iraq. And Abram and Nahor took wives. The name of Abram's wife was Sarai, and the name of Nahor's wife, Milcah, the daughter of Haran, the father of Milcah and Iscah. Now Sarai was barren. She had no child. Sarai is Sarah. God will rename her. Terah took Abram his son, and Lot, the son of Haran, his grandson, and Sarai his daughter-in-law, his son Abram's wife, and they went forth together from of the Chaldeans to go into the land of Canaan. And that would be a good part of what we know today as modern-day Israel. But when they came to Haran, they settled there. They didn't quite get there. The days of Terah were 205 years, and Terah died in Haran. Now, I want to go back to where they went forth together from to the Chaldeans to go into the land of Canaan. That means that Canaan and his descendants were there. And remember that Canaan is the grandson of Ham, who Noah had cursed because of the scandal. Now, chapter 12, we're going to read to verse 20. Now the Lord said to Abram, "Go from your country and your kindred and your father's house to the land that I will show you, and I will make of you a great nation, and I will bless you and make your name great, so that you will be a blessing. I will bless those who bless you, and him who dishonors you I will curse. And in you all the families of the earth shall be blessed." So Abram went as the Lord had told him, and Lot went with him. Abram was 75 years old when he departed from Haran, and Abram took Sarai his wife, and Lot his brother's son, and all their possessions that they had gathered, and the people that they had acquired in Haran, and they set out to go to the land of Canaan, where God had told them to go. When they came to the land of Canaan, Abram passed through the land to the place at Shechem, to the oak of Moreh, At that time, the Canaanites were in the land. Then the Lord appeared to Abram and said, "To your offspring I will give this land." So he built there an altar to the Lord, who had appeared to him. From there he moved to the hill country on the east of Bethel and pitched his tent, with Bethel on the west and Ai on the east. And there he built an altar to the Lord and called upon the name of the Lord. And Abram journeyed on, still going toward Negeb. Where Abram built that altar may very well be where the Holy of Holies was built when the temple to God was built. There's a lot on that, and we'll read that later. Abram and Sarai in Egypt. Now there was a famine in the land, so Abram went down to Egypt to sojourn there, for the famine was severe in the land. When he was about to enter Egypt, he said to Sarai, his wife, "I know that you are a woman beautiful in appearance, and when the Egyptians see you, they will say, 'This is his wife.' Then they will kill me, but they will let you live. So say you are my sister, that it may go well with me because of you, and that my life may be spared for your sake." So some might wonder, oh, Abram lied. He didn't technically. We're going to find out the relationship and what his greater obligation to Sarah was. So let's keep that in mind. When Abram entered Egypt, the Egyptians saw that the woman was very beautiful. And when the princes of Pharaoh saw her, they praised her to Pharaoh. And the woman was taken into Pharaoh's house. And for her sake, he dealt well with Abraham. And he had sheep, oxen, male donkeys, male servants, female donkeys, and camels. So Abram was thriving. But the Lord afflicted Pharaoh and his house with great plagues because of Sarai, Abram's wife. So Pharaoh called Abram and said, "What is this you have done to me? Why did you not tell me that she was your wife? Why did you say she is my sister, so that I took her for my wife? Now then, here is your wife. Take her and go." And Pharaoh gave men orders condemning him, and they sent him away with his wife and all that he had. We have no reason to believe that Pharaoh slept with Sarai, because he asks him, "Did you say this so I would sleep with your wife?" Meaning that he didn't, and thank God he didn't, or it would have been much worse, correct? So let's read the Torah commentary on that. And it's I've highlighted a minimal amount because that's all that's necessary for our purposes today. And of course, I left out my Genesis chapter 10. Okay. So in chapter 11, verse 7, the "come, let us descend" comment from God, the plural indicates that God deliberated with his celestial court. God does not need the advice of the angels, of course, but he consulted as it were. To set an example for us as well, I would think. And I accept that. So whenever I read God speaking in the plural, he is speaking to his celestial court. I don't think that there's anything overly mysterious about that. In verse 9 of chapter 11, Rashi, who is a sage, queries, whose sin was greater, the generation of the flood, which did not plan a rebellion against God, or the generation of the dispersion, which did? The former, who were robbers and contended with one another, were utterly destroyed in the flood, while the latter, who dwelt amicably in brotherly love toward one another, were spared despite their blasphemies. Rashi feels that that demonstrates how hateful strife is and how great is peace. And I also think it speaks to the fact that God promised he would not destroy man off the face of the earth again until the end of days. So now we're going to, I'm just going to let you know about the 10 generations from Noah to Abraham. There were 10 generations, and yet they were still alive, some of them. And that, speaking of Shem, the entire race, he and his offspring would be the people of God and bear the primary responsibility for bringing the divine plan to fruition. So that was supposed to be from Adam, then it was supposed to be from Noah, and now it's supposed to be from Abraham, who so far has been the only one who totally suits. In fact, we know that Abraham's tribes will accept the Torah. And I already mentioned this with Peleg, the human lifespan shortened dramatically. And Abraham comes to Canaan in chapter 12. God's command that Abraham and Sarah sever all ties with their past and loved ones when they were 75 and 65 years old was one of the 10 trials for it is never easy for a person to start life over again, or even to follow God's will sometimes, especially when he has achieved status and prosperity. By God bringing Abram to Eretz Yisrael, which is the land of Israel, and promising that the land would become the heritage of his family, God was establishing the land as the eternal patrimony of the Jewish people. Now, some would argue, well, maybe it was the Canaanites. They were a tribe related. They were related, and at that point, everybody was really just squatters on God's earth. There was no ownership, so to say. Now we're going to go to our next reading, which is Matthew chapter 1, verses 1 through 17. And just real quick on Matthew. So, because when we first open a new book, I want to read to you who wrote it. The earliest traditions of the church are unanimous in attributing the first gospel to Matthew, the former tax collector who followed Jesus and became one of his 12 disciples. And I accept that. So, Matthew chapter 1, verse 1 through 17. The book of the genealogy of Jesus Christ. Here we go with another genealogy, but we know enough about the genealogies to be able to take this in. The son of David, and then he goes back and traces the son of Abraham. Abraham was the father of Isaac, and Isaac the father of Jacob, and Jacob the father of Judah and his brothers, and Judah the father of Perez and Zerah by Tamar, and Perez the father of Hezron, and Hezron the father of Ram, and Ram the father of Amminadab, and Amminadab the father of Nahshon, and Nahshon the father of Salmon, and Salmon the father of Boaz by Rahab, and Boaz the father of Obed by Ruth, and Obed the father of Jesse, and Jesse the father of David the king. The Messiah is prophesied to be in the lineage of David. Jesus is both genetically and legally by his mother and his adoptive father, Joseph, on earth. And David was the father of Solomon by the wife of Uriah, and Solomon the father of Rehoboam, and Rehoboam the father of Abijah, and Abijah the father of Asaph, and Asaph the father of Jehoshaphat, and Jehoshaphat the father of Joram, and Joram the father of Uzziah, and Uzziah the father of Jotham, and Jotham the father of Ahaz, and Ahaz the father of Hezekiah, and Hezekiah the father of Manasseh, and Manasseh the father of Amos, and Amos the father of Josiah, and Josiah the father of Jeconiah, and his brothers at the time of the deportation to Babylon. And after the deportation to Babylon, Jeconiah was the father of Shealtiel, and Shealtiel the father of Zerubbabel, and Zerubbabel the father of Abiud, Abiud the father of Eliakim, and Eliakim the father of Azor, and Azor the father of Zadok, and Zadok the father of Achim, and Achim the father of Eliud, and Eliud the father of Eleazar, and Eleazar the father of Mathan, and Mathan the father of Jacob, and Jacob the father of Joseph, the husband of Mary, of whom Jesus was born, who is called Christ. So all the generations from Abraham to David were 14 generations, and from David to the deportation to Babylon, 14 generations, and from the deportation to Babylon to the Christ, to the Messiah, 14 generations. And I think we're reading to verse 17, and that's it. So now we're going to read 1 Chronicles, verses 24 and 27. And it's pretty short. Shem, who is the father of all Jews, Arpachshad, Shelah, Aber, Peleg, Ru, Serug, Nahor, Terah, Abram, that is Abraham. And now our last reading is from the Gospel of Luke, verses 23 through 38. And the genealogy of Jesus Christ. Jesus, when he began his ministry, was about 30 years of age, being the son, as was supposed, of Joseph, the son of Heli, the son of Matthat, the son of Levi, the son of Melchi, the son of Janne, the son of Joseph, the son of Matthias, Mattathias, the son of Amos, the son of Nahum, the son of Esli, the son of Nagai, the son of Maath, the son of Mattathias, the son of Samin, the son of Josek, the son of Joda, the son of Johanan, the son of Resa, the son of Zerubbabel, the son of Shealtiel, the son of Neri, the son of Melchi, the son of Adai, the son of Kosam, the son of Elmadam, the son of Oh, actually, I think we need to go to 38. The son of Joshua, the son of Eleazar, the son of Joram, the son of Matthat, the son of Levi, the son of Simeon, the son of Judah, the son of Joseph, the son of Jonam, the son of Eliakim, the son of Malaiah, the son of Menah, the son of Mathatha, the son of Nathan, the son of David, the son of Jesse, the son of Obed, the son of Boaz, the son of Salah, the son of Nashon, the son of Aminadab, the son of Admin, the son of Arni, the son of Hezron, the son of Perez, the son of Judah, the son of Jacob, the son of Isaac, the son of Abraham, the son of Terah, the son of Nahor, the son of Serug, the son of Ru, the son of Peleg, the son of Eber, the son of Shelah, the son of Canaan, the son of Arphaxad, the son of Shem, the son of Noah, the son of Lamech, the son of Methuselah, the son of Enoch, the son of Jared, the son of Mahalaleel, the son of Canaan, and the son of Enos, the son of Seth, the son of Adam, who is the son of God. So God created Adam. He was not born of a human, therefore he is the son of God. And Jesus was also the son of God, even though he was born of Mary. But he also called himself Son of Man. So thank you for staying with me today. In conclusion, I want to say that we're learning that the Bible is linear. So for those who say, I don't understand the Bible, I hope you're starting to understand it, that it is a very well documented history of God's relationship with man. The genealogies matter. We seem to slog through them when we're reading on our own, but they matter. And God's promises are unbreakable. Blessing the Jews matters, and that Israel is the God-given homeland of the Jews. And that we are all brothers and sisters. We are all related to one another. Thank you, and I'll see you tomorrow.